Yeah. We're here, baby. Meaning stream number 80. 80. 10 times 8. 10 times 8. Stand up straight. Smash that like, spread that link, you know what to do. We're about to go in, baby. We're here till midnight. Midnight, baby, we're going in. Epic activities only, I've been told y'all.
The first chapter I have in my book is called Stand Up Straight with Your Shoulders Back. And it's an injunction to be combative, not least to further your career, let's say, but also to adopt a stance of ready engagement with the world and to reflect that in your posture. I kind of have an affinity for lobsters. When a lobster loses a fight, he kind of crunches down, so he looks smaller. When he wins a fight, he stretches out, looks bigger. And so he's signaling to other lobsters the tally of his victory. So you think, well, so what? The lobster runs on serotonin, neurochemical. And if the lobster loses, the serotonin levels go down. And if he wins, the serotonin levels go up. And when the serotonin levels go up, he stretches out. And he's a confident lobster. And one of the consequences of that is if a lobster loses a battle and you give him the equivalent of antidepressant, then he stretches out and he'll go fight again. Stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Stand up straight, 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 stand up straight with your shoulders back. So antidepressants work on lobsters, and you think, well, who cares? It's like, no, you don't get it. We diverged from lobsters from an evolutionary perspective 350 million years ago, and it's the same circuit. It's absolutely unbelievable, and that shows you how deep inside you, how basic, how primordial that circuit is in you. It's sizing other people up and looking at where they fit in the hierarchy. The idea of the hierarchy is at least 350 million years old. And so I read that and I think, well, so much for the idea that human hierarchies are a sociocultural construct. It's like, no, that's wrong. It's not just a little bit wrong, it's unbelievably wrong. It's mind-bogglingly wrong. Lobsters have hierarchies. That's 1/3 of a billion years ago. Okay, that's not a social construction. It's part of being itself. And if you only see a hierarchy as power and tyranny, then you're looking at the world wrong. Stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Stand up straight, 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 stand up straight with your shoulders back. So this basically says, I'm open to the world. But what it also says is I can handle being open to the world. So it signifies competence and confidence. The deepest Christian idea is that you should accept the vulnerability of being. That's the acceptance of the crucifixion. You're at the X where all the suffering takes place. You gonna whine about that? No, and get resentful and bitter about it? Or are you gonna say, bring it on? Bring it on. You can handle it, no matter what it is. And the idea is that if you can do that, you will transcend the tragedy. And it's like, well, could that be true? Well, you admire the courageous, so, well, how courageous can you get? That's the question. How courageous can you get? Well, you practice. Stand up straight, stand up straight. Yeah. Stand up straight.
Come on, baby.
Stand up straight.
Hey.
Stand up straight.
Hey.
Stand up straight with your shoulders back.
Hey.
Stand up straight.
Hey.
Stand up straight.
Hey.
Stand up straight. Stand up straight.
Hey.
Stand up straight. Stand up straight.
Come on, baby.
Stand up straight with your shoulders back.
You want to present yourself to the world in a manner that doesn't disgrace you in some sense. You don't want to disgrace yourself because the consequence of disgrace is emotional dysregulation. More pain, less positive emotion. And so the best way to present yourself is to stand up forthrightly and to stretch out, and to occupy some space. If you straighten up and you present yourself in that manner,
Yo, what's going on, baby? How you doing? How you all doing tonight? It's a beautiful night to be alive here at the peak of recorded human civilization. It's a beautiful sky out there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I've been broadcasting for 12 hours. 12 hours now. We've been on Twitch all day. Shouts out to everyone who was on Twitch. If you were on Twitch today, make some goddamn noise. What up, David Coates says the Don looks in absolute prime form. Man, that's how you feel if you've been streaming for 12 hours, you know? If you've been standing here, regulating the vibes for 12 hours. And it's been a wonderful 12 hours, baby. We had all sorts of adventures. We had all sorts of wonderful people come through. We had all sorts of excellent guests. Wonderful. Wonderful time. What did we have? We had so many people came through. What up, Milkman Dancers? This is hour number 1. Yeah, hour number 1 is the reset. Walking More Posters, Twitch Gang, what up, Twitch Gang? Full steam ahead. Says Grateful Out, hell yeah. Paulo is at the hospital, his mum and stepdad got in a bad wreck. Thank God they're still alive. Thank God, brother. Thank God they are. And God bless you. It's wonderful to have you here. Walking More Posters, full stream ahead, hell yeah. Diminished 7 says, yo. Ross Christopher says 14 pull-ups in a row. You bad man, get after it. You know what you gotta do? You gotta
get after it.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta get after it.
Yo, what a day. What a flipping day we had. Who was on the stream? Can anyone even remember? It was so ill. We did so many cool things. We had so many epic sets. I went crazy. It was great. What up, Diminished 7th? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to level 1. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you for being here. Shouts out to all the members. Shouts out to everyone. Oh my goodness. Shouts out to YouTube hero Alex. He's just over here now, that lazy bum. His brother, Twitch hero Alex, has been regulating the vibes as long as me. He was there this morning at 7 a.m. sharp, as were a number of our epic family, and some of them were guests on the show. We've had guests on the show all day, and we had call-ins. We had call-ins from the Wave family. You know, Glenn Barnett called in. That was epic. Who else called in? Cody Taylor called in. Captain called in. You know, we have mad guests in the building. We had DJ Rob Percy. We had MC Lars. Who else do we have? We had WWE World Wrestling superstar Saxon Huxley. There he goes. That was crazy. We had the number 1 new psychonaut for the next age. We had the Quentin Experiment. Yeah, bro, man. We had so many epic people. So many epic people today, baby. It's been crazy, baby. Yes, it has, and we got more epicness coming up. We got so much epicness coming up, and we've got epic. Oh, we've got someone epic in the green room right now. I better admit this epic human to the green room. Damn, this train ain't gonna quit. Yo, ooh, give me the right noise.
Perfect.
That was it. That was the one we wanted. Yo, make some noise for yourself, baby. Make some goddamn noise for yourself. D-Lars says I missed Quentin. Quentin was epic. Quentin was on such epic form. It was wonderful. Shouts out to everyone who was here earlier. You let them know how it went. You let them know the vibes. It was glory. Glory, I say. I do, because it's true. All right, let's see if we got Danica in the building. D. Yo, let me get the right window rocking. Oh shit, she there already. She there in that guest window. Yeah. Let's see if we get the voice, the sound of the speaking. Yo, what's up, D? Ooh, wrong one. What up, D? Are you there? Can we hear you? Oh, let me send Leon. This has been wonderful all day doing this type of joint. It's really cool. Yo, what's cracking, baby? Ooh. There she is. There she be.
What up, dog?
Yo, it's D in the place to be. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. We just finished up War Club today, chapter 14 and 15. So
oh my goodness.
Coming off one stream onto the next wave.
Yo, me too.
Onto the meaning wave.
Hey, welcome. We're so happy to have you. Yeah, I'm going to pin you. You're pinned. Consider yourself pinned. Boom.
Boom.
Oh,
thanks, dude.
Oh, I just got off Twitch too. Isn't Twitch lovely?
Yeah, I'm learning all the time more and more of how to utilize this amazing, interesting platform.
Yo.
I'm having a lot of fun on there for sure.
I didn't understand why you were on there. I was like, why is she on there? She's got a big YouTube channel. Can't she just stream on YouTube? It didn't make any sense to me. And now I understand. Now I get it.
Right? I mean, and YouTube just makes your life harder and harder every year. I got really angry. I was like, fuck them. I'm out. I'm gonna make more money and be cool and have more fun over here on Twitch.
Well, I'm trying to do both.
A learning curve.
I'm trying to do both because I got people over here, and like some people just they are where they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Well, I've been uploading. I just uploaded my War Club Chapter 2 to YouTube. So like, I'm taking my streams and then uploading them to YouTube. So I'm trying to service both.
Good.
I have a pipeline here. Yeah.
Good. I'm liking this new look.
Thank you.
You look epic.
You
Yeah.
you got this new shag haircut since I've seen you.
It's called a grow. Great. It's called a hair grow. It's called the quarantine grow.
Yeah.
It's the Tom Hanks disease hair grow, but I like it. It's good. The mullet is getting crazed. It's getting very, very epic.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm excited about that mullet life in a few years, you know.
Is that where you're headed?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right onto that mullet train, dude. It's crazy.
It's the righteousness. It's definitely the path of righteousness. I feel it coming in the air tonight like Phil Collins, goddammit.
Absolutely.
How you feeling? How was your stream?
It was fantastic. We got a little spicy at the end. We were sparring with one of our spicier people. But we had a lot of fun.
Your community. You were sparring with your community.
Yeah, sparring with my community. There's one in particular, but I love them so much. And at the end, I was like, hey, man, thanks for sparring. We don't have to agree on everything. It's totally cool. But we also had an earthquake in the middle of the stream. So I was like, hey, there's an earthquake right now. Yeah, it was a total earthquake here in the valley. It was pretty. It's like lasted for a minute too.
I didn't feel that, but I don't notice shit. I was too busy jumping up and down, regulating the vibes, going ham.
Right. I was just sitting here calm and shaking.
Yeah, we was not calm. The thing I've realized, I've been streaming since 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah,
continuously.
More power to you, dude. I don't know how you do it. You're crazy.
Yeah, it's because I got cannonball calves, you know? And I was like, how do because all the Twitch guys, the serious ones, they stream all day.
Yeah.
But they sit down.
Right.
That's the difference between them and I. I do not sit down. I'd be doing this all day. Oh, yeah. You know. Anyway.
About it.
Shut up, David Hasselhoff. Yo, but anyway, we're here tonight to celebrate it's the last day of the Wattswave campaign. Have you ever done a crowdfunding campaign, Danica?
I have. I've done a few crowdfunding campaigns. I haven't done an Indiegogo, but I have done a Kickstarter, and I've been on that Patreon life too. So I know all about that business. You know
about that business because I know you was part of some Kickstarters. You were in some Alan Amato ones and thing.
Yeah. The last one that I participated in was with Alan Amato for the Heretical Fates Tarot deck. And then I did one for the Comic Book Girl 19 show a while ago as well. And then I had a failed one before that I won't talk about. But so I've had a failed one, and I've had 2 successful ones, you know?
I'm proud of you, because I never had a failed one, because I was always too scared to do one. I never did one. I didn't want to fail. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I don't want to look stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
It wasn't really for my project. I was helping on somebody else's project, so it wasn't a personal failure, but I was still there to learn a lot from the whole thing, you know?
That's the thing, is the learning. It is good to
learn.
It's
all about the learning, dude. It's all about the learning.
But this one's been great.
I'm excited for your Indiegogo. This has been so fantastic. The minute that you said that you had Wattswave on vinyl, I was like, boop, click, buy, done, yes. Like, no, like sight unseen. Like, I haven't heard the album, and I was like, yes, I know that this is the one for me. And then yesterday when you said that we reached another stretch goal and that we were getting time on fucking vinyl, I was like, I lost it. I was like, this is the best fucking news I've gotten in a whole day of fucking chaos. Holy shit. Yes. Time is like my favorite. I've listened to it so much. Like, I even was telling my chat today on Twitch, I was like, you guys gotta listen to this. Like, you'll understand more where I'm coming from if you listen to Wattswave, okay? Like, you'll understand where I'm coming from. This has helped me so much in my life. Like, oh, it's so great.
Bob! Make some noise for Danica in the chat. Blah, blah, blah. All the wave emojis right now. Splash. Yeah, I was hyped too. I don't know if let's have a look at updates. So we set our 4th stretch goal was to get the vinyl into a situation where that vinyl was purple to match the other vinyl. It was very important that they were all purple. Right. So that's what we were trying to do. And let's see if we did it. See if we did it. How have we done today? Today we started on 15, I believe, in the vicinity. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, look, boom, smash stuff.
Boom.
Boom.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, purple.
Proud. I'm so proud.
That purple 7-inch is occurring.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Is purring and occurring, by
I
Jove.
cannot wait.
Row. So that's going to be epic. I'm very excited. And then our last stretch goal is, which I've said here is number 4. We've got 2 number 4s. I was so excited when I wrote this. I was so hyped because I've been. I really wanted to do this thing. So ever since Wattswave 2 came out, everyone has been asking me to put it on Spotify.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they have. Everyone.
Yeah.
Every day. Literally every day. I get a message or someone leaves a comment or something. And I say, I
bro,
can't put it on Spotify because it is full of unclearable samples.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a mix.
Is that what's going on with Wattswave 3 too?
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3 were like proto early meaningwave when I was essentially making mixes and talking over the top before I developed it into the fully fledged art form that we know and love today.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I see. Yeah. I've been really enjoying. I've been listening to the Wattswave 6 Web of Life 2 over the past few days, and I would have to say some of my favorite jams on there are number 1, The Secret. That's a really great one. You started off strong. That was that's such a hot track. And then I really Completely Honest, number 7. I really like that one a lot about having to be completely honest. But then there's a part where you can only be so honest. You're like, okay, enough of that. Like enough of that. I really love that one. And then another one. This one, like it totally made me cry. Like I was doing my stretches and I was listening to it and I was like, oh, it's giving me the feels. Is The Sound of the Rain needs no introduction. Oh, that was so fun. That one made me cry. I was like, damn, this is so powerful, dog. This is so good.
Yeah, that made me cry making it. So I figured that one would work. That one fucked me up making it.
Dude, that one, that was like hardcore. I don't know why it just gets me. I was like listening to it yesterday. I was getting all teary-eyed again. I was like, why is this fucking me up so hard? Like, goddamn, it's so good.
Yeah, it's got that in it. I do every album. I make sure I have one of those ones that do that. But this one was like, I've been trying to make that song. I've been wanting to make that song since I was a little kid, and I saw Mogwai, and I had this vision of a track that was this shape, and it was this combination between a kind of 70s sort of ballad and then a kind of like post-rock like freak out and this whole thing. And it finally happened. I finally achieved a power level where I could execute such a thing.
You sure fucking did, dude. You sure fucking did. That's pretty amazing. I'm for it. I'm here for it. So, I'm still like going through it. I'm still like listening to it and trying to like. Those are my top 3 so far. But it's funny as I listen to the albums, I usually like end up after a little while. I'll start like picking up on other ones that I like more, and then I'll like jump to some other songs and I like focus on for a little while because there's just so much information.
Yes, it is incredibly dense.
So dense, and so I like to just focus on like certain tracks for a little while and get those philosophies like solid in my brain before moving on to some other tracks that have some other philosophies that are needed in my life.
And isn't it wonderful we can do that?
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, it's so funny how in music and pop music and stuff, it's like most of the messaging in a lot of it seems to be have meaningless sex, get drunk, do drugs, spend all your money on bullshit. Like then there's like catchy tunes about those 4 things. And for you to co-opt that idea and take catchy tunes and then put some meaningful shit in there instead that is like the direct opposite is so powerful and wonderful. I'm such a fan. It's like, the best. The best. Cheers to you, dude.
Yo, cheers to you, dude. Which camera am I looking at?
Get that water, dude.
Bap. Yeah, Yo, that's epic. Thank you, D. I feel very grateful to have, to be able to participate in such a thing. Yeah. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're trying to get to 20K so we can make Wattswave 2 into an album, a full-blown album like this with the big fucking choruses and the epicness and the glory, and that will worm its way into your head and,
Wattswave 2 is fantastic.
Change thy life. So let's see where we're at now. I need a drum roll. Can you do a drum roll?
Hey, get that drum roll, honey.
Can you do a drum roll?
I can do one.
Cool. What? Is that your drum roll?
Yeah, that's my drum roll.
Bap. Hey, 17785, baby. What, that was the wrong button. Yeah.
So many buttons.
Yeah.
One thing that I really appreciate in your songs is whenever he says, like, I say hooray, or like, I celebrate, you always have the little yay in the background.
This one.
It makes me so happy, like, every time I hear it. I'm always like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Like, so good.
Yeah, it's like a little trigger as well, because once it's made you happy once, then when you hear it again, it triggers that same happiness.
Totally.
So it kind of works in the whole implanting thing. Because then you associate the feeling with the previous happy feeling, and then it chains them all together.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like my favorite parts of some of the Wattswave stuff is when he breaks out into laughter, when Watts himself starts laughing at shit, and it's like, ah, and then you hear his audience laughing at shit, and it's just like, ah, now I'm laughing across space and time.
Right?
You know, like 40, 50 fucking years later, I'm over here laughing along with his fucking jokes. It's just so magical.
Isn't it?
I'm so glad to have been introduced to Alan Watts in such a wonderful, fun way through your music.
Well, you knew him already, though.
A little bit.
Okay.
But it was like I didn't really start listening as much until I listened to the Wattswave stuff, and then I did a lot more investigation. I was like, whoa, this shit's powerful.
That's so
But
cool.
he's been sampled a lot in a lot of different tracks, and that's kind of how I found him. Somebody else had sampled him, not on the level you're doing. It was just like a little sample, you know. And I was like, what is this? Who is this? And so that led me to Wattswave, I think. I think that's what led me to Wattswave, was somebody else had sampled him in some other song. And then I was like, this is fucking dope. I want to learn more about this motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember it, because I remember someone, like, tweeting us both and saying that you were into it or something like that. And, like, I was already, like, watching your stuff anyway.
I know. And we had met before, but I had totally forgotten because I was, like, so lit at that party. I was just like, ah! And, like, I was, like, such a dickhead. And we had met before. And then you're like, we met, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding? So it's like I ended up finding you again later, which was like, oh, you know that we're supposed to be linking up and tag teaming.
Was that first on one of those
positivity?
Was the first time at one of those Grant Morrison things then, or was that somewhere else?
Yeah, it was at the Grant Morrison thing.
The Grant Morrison soiree.
Yeah, soiree.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it was such a good night. It was like so much fun. I had the most fun. I was so excited to be at Grant Morrison's fucking apartment. You have no idea. I'm such a fucking fangirl of that dude. I was just like, I got an invitation. I got in to see Grant Morrison. And I was like, ah! Like, I was just losing my fucking mind. Like, it was so great. Such a great night. So many good memories.
As far as I recall, you spent most of the time in the kitchen.
That was like the second time.
Oh, that was the first one.
The second one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I was kind of bouncing around.
Oh yeah, good point.
One time I got Grant on the balcony. It was just me and him. We got to talk about all this stuff, and it was just like,
no.
It was my dream come true. You know, just like, this is so fucking cool. And then, what's the guy from? What's that fucking guy from that fucking stupid band? And I smoked weed with him. Yeah. Gerard Way.
Gerard from My Chemical Romance. He's lovely.
Oh my
He's
god,
so
that
nice.
was cool. I was talking to Mindless Self-Indulgence guy and having fun with him, and I was like later, like they're like, he's the guy from Mindless Self-Indulgence. I was like, what? I didn't even know. Like, and we like totally clicked. That was lit. I met Alan Amato there.
Is that where you met Amato?
Yeah, I had met him before too and didn't remember.
Of course you had.
I was such an asshole.
Yeah.
And but then that was the second time we met, and then we started working together after that. And I was like, yeah, I'll totally shoot with you. And then after that, oh my gosh, like we ended up making a whole tarot deck together. That party was really crazy because like it's like I met you and him there, and I've made art with you with the Dune Wave, and then I've made art with Alan Amato now. So it's like, wow, that was a powerful fucking party, man.
That's Kristen. That's Grant's wife. She's very good at that type of thing. She always has these parties. She always brings people together that she thinks would like work well together or like enjoy each other's company or whatever. Yeah. And she always does that thing. God bless her.
She did it.
Yeah, I miss those guys. I hope we get to have aeroplanes again one day.
Right, I know.
You know?
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, I bet there's no party this year. Like, that's a bummer.
That would be the first year. I've been going to that party every year for like 7 years.
Yeah. Oh, lucky. So
and now I've just got to the point where I've like, because I missed, so I'd go there, I'd have to go there, and then I'd have to leave early to go and DJ.
Yeah.
And now I stopped giving a fuck about that so much. So the last one I got to stay all night, and then the next one I would have been able to, but no, fucking Tom Hanks and his disease.
But no, Tom Hanks.
Fucking Tom Hanks. Shouts out to the chat. How's everyone doing out there? What's cracking, everybody? Oh, the first thing I see. When are we getting the Dune Wave?
When we get okay, so Dune Club 3 is gonna be happening in August. So I want to work with you, Akira, on Dune Wave 2 in like July.
Okay.
Because I'll be finishing up War Club in June, and at the beginning of July I'll be done with that. So then I can start like focusing all my attention on getting ready for Dune Club. And I've already kind of got some ideas of how we're gonna put all that together, because we still had that meeting. We tried to do it, but then it didn't quite congeal, and so we
just needed more structure.
We need more structure, yeah. And so this time around, I'll be ready with more structure. I still have that list of ideas we had for different tracks. And I'm gonna also like outsource to Patreon and Twitter and be like, hey guys, like, what are your favorite Dune quotes on this? Like, hook it up for me, send them to your girl. I'll go through them. I'll fucking get them together, and then we'll record.
It's a very smart thing to do.
Oh my god, I'm
just
so
harness
excited.
the power. Harness the power of our communities. They're very, very smart.
They're so smart, and they know so much, and they remember things that I forget all the time.
Yeah.
And it's such a resource, and I'm so grateful to have it. And you guys out there are so smart and snappy, and I'm so grateful.
Yep.
So grateful.
Shouts out to you bad motherfuckers out there. Yeah. Okay, so that's the news on that. What is everyone else saying? Let's have a look. Angels fly because their bruv take themselves lightly. Yes, that's true. Mr. Superconductor says, thanks for your creativity and wisdom sharing and DJ skills, Akira and Danica.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Superconductor. She's part of War Club.
Yeah, shouts out to the War Club. Cindy Bailey says, Danica is adorable.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. That's very nice. It's nice to be adorable.
Okay.
Yeah, shouts out to everybody locked in. We're going to play some goddamn music, baby. We're going to play some music. And Danica, you can choose a music.
Oh, I can choose a music?
You can choose the music.
I can choose a music? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are my options? Anything? Whatever?
Anything you want. Douglas Stufoff says, having the Frank Herbert greater creators on YouTube may be around them, but I don't want to put words in her mouth, duck.
Yeah, I do have more greater creators to put out. For those of you who don't know me or what my shit is, you can go to Comic Book Girl 19 on YouTube and check out my stuff there.
Yes.
And I have a show, Greater Creators, which is all about all these different greater creators who changed their medium and brought it to the next level. And not all of the episodes are on there, so I'll be uploading the rest of the episodes hopefully in June. And there's a Frank Herbert one.
Wonderful.
So yeah, can I be a total loser and like play my own song from Dune Wave? Can I be one of those guys? Can I be that guy? Because I want to be that guy.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could perform it? If only we could get latency correct.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. I've thought about that, because it's like Dune hype is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until the movie comes out this December.
Well, we still need to actually. Last time I spoke to you, you were doing a music video for that. Where did that go?
Yeah, I have it all recorded, but I haven't gone through there's like a bunch of footage because I do a shit ton of takes. So I need to go through all that footage and like find the good takes and then like go from there. I don't know if you want to put it together, or I'll put like an assembly cut together or figure it out.
Yeah, why don't you just get it down? What you should do, just get it down to the stuff that you think is good, and then we can get an editor to do it.
Yeah, okay.
We'll just get a good editor. We'll just get it down to the stuff that you would want drawing from.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So remove things.
Dude, I went so ham though. I even have parts where like there's like a skeleton hand that's like charred. It's like a charred skeleton hand and shit. Because there's like he's putting his hand in the box and it feels like I could feel skin crisping from his flesh and all this shit.
Nice.
So I've got a whole bunch of interesting footage that I think will be really fun.
Nice. Yeah, I do. I mean, you were going hard on your Insta stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude! I filmed it over a couple of days. I had this green screen up, and I had my friend help me figure it all out. I learned how to shoot it all by myself, and I don't really shoot very much, so it's like I had a friend kind of help me remotely during the Rona scamdemic, you know. And yeah, I dressed as a Reverend Mother. I dressed as Paul. I dressed as Jessica, and I had skeleton bits.
All right, so sort it out. Get the correct footage. Chuck that over. I'll find us an editor, and we'll regulate the vibes correctly.
Hell yeah.
People still scared. People still need, like 2 months after Tom Hanks' disease feels quaint. It's like, why were we worried about that?
Right. Dude,
you know?
I don't know. It'll be really interesting after all these protests to see if there's some huge second wave or if it's just some bullshit. You know?
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm pretty sure I know what the answer's going to be, but whatever.
Same. Yes.
I'm just more interested to see what fucking 2020 has got next up its ass.
Right. I know. Like,
I'm just gonna pull out of his ass next.
Some bullshit for you. Here's some more bullshit for you.
Pew Pew, pew.
You're like, damn, dude, like, calm down. No chill, dude.
No chill. This
No
is only
chill.
going to increase in intensity until at least November, according to my calculations.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, well, all right, just ride the wave, bro.
Exactly.
What else are you gonna do? What
You
else
can't
you
do
gonna
that shit. Learn to surf, baby. Blah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. For real. But,
Make some noise for Danica.
I was gonna do Reverend Mother. Can we do Reverend Mother? I
Fuck
feel
yeah.
like that's like a hot jam.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm that guy.
You are that guy. You're that guy, D. That
plug
D
my
is
own
that
stuff here.
guy.
I'm that dirtbag Dan over here. I'm that fucking guy.
Bap,
I
bap.
want you to listen to my own fucking music, guys.
Hell yeah. And so we're gonna play this epic classic, and then we're gonna do a epic Alan Watts set, and you're gonna like this because the set is a special themed set.
Ooh.
Created.
Tell me more.
Your boy Diverting Tales has been putting together really amazing kind of like themed situations. This one is Alan Watts' Life is a Funny Trap.
I like that.
Life is a funny trap.
It's a
So this
funny
will have
trap,
lots of
dude.
Watts laughing. I was saying earlier, people
I
have
love
been
it.
asking me, and you know all about this type of stuff. Like they're like, oh, when you're making these albums, does it kind of sort of change you or anything, or infect you?
Yeah.
And I say, yes, it does. And I was making the David Goggins album, and he's just talking about suffering all the time, and I got hit by 2 cars. It's true.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah.
Time. Oh yeah.
And a bunch of other fucked up things happened. But
Dude,
I'm
that's
making
real.
the
That's so real.
yeah. Then I'm making the Watts album, and all this fuck shit is kicking off. Excuse my language, darlings. And I was just laughing the whole time, and none of it affected me, and I wasn't even slightly concerned because I'm doing this Watts thing, and it's all just funny,
Powerful. I know.
Perception is selection, and I was selecting
Perception is
amusement.
Selection. Yes, 100%, dude. It's like it's a game. It's playful. Like life is supposed to be playful, and I love how he talks about. Some people think of it as this horrible struggle and choose to see it that way, but that it's meant to be playful, and I feel that, man. I like that. I'm into that.
It's a choice.
Vibe. I'm into that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm down to clown, motherfucker.
Bap! Yeah, well, I'm not gonna reveal what the next Alan Watts album is, but
I can't wait.
you'll be
I'll
happy.
be there.
You'll be.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
Holla.
but that was a clue. What you just said was a clue.
Oh, I can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah,
I'm so excited.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
All right, boom. Thank you so much for being here.
My
You're
pleasure.
epic
And everybody
individual.
support the fucking Indiegogo. Oh my God, get this shit on vinyl. It's so lit. Oh my God, it's the best.
Yes, exactly. Those are just wise words. Wise words from Mama D.
Woo!
Go over and check her out if you don't already. I'm sure you do, but if you do not, go find her on Twitch. Danica XIX.
Yep, Danica XIX.
She's doing that War Club every week, and she's going to be doing that Dune Club.
Yeah. Dune Club in August, and then Exorcist Legion Club in October. So we'll be doing
Ooh.
Exorcist.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, dude. It's like
That's
that.
hard.
Dude, it's gonna be sick.
That's
Can't wait.
hard.
I got a nun outfit. I'm ready, dude.
Get after
So
it.
ready.
Get after it. Holy shit.
All right, kids. Well, thanks so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Always a
Yo, it's
pleasure.
always awesome having you. And you should come on the Twitch. I'm doing the Twitch every morning. What time do you get up?
Absolutely. I don't know. I've been getting up somewhere between like 8 and 10.
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
okay.
Sometimes 8, sometimes 10.
I might do a late morning show one of these days and get you on or something. Then I'm getting up at 6 and doing 7 till 9, 7 till 8:30 on Twitch every morning. Then doing it here from 6 till 8 every evening.
I admire how much work you get done, dude. It's a wonder to behold. It's a wonder to be. I can't do it. I can't work on your level. And
No,
amazing.
you don't have to.
amazing.
Not
I'd
everybody
love
has to.
I'd love to. I'm down. Let me know when you want me on the Twitch. I'm now hosting you, so whenever you are playing your stuff, it's automatically hosted on my channel.
That's so
that's
sick. Thank you so much for that. That's beautiful. I'm going to
of course.
host you. I got to work out how to do it. I still don't know what a bit is, but I'm going to work it out.
I know it's just a fucking newfangled thing, dude.
I got
I'm trying
fucking
to figure it
raided
out,
today. I got fucking
too. Oh, you got
raided.
raided. Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah.
Like hundreds of Broman's gang just came over and raided the shit out of me.
Dude, that's sick. Getting raided is so much fun, and then raiding other people is really fun when you get your people together and you go raid some other stream. It's super cute. I've started doing that on my own streams. It's awesome. It's really fun.
It's epic. It's It's what? Damn, YouTube, what are you doing? We need this shit over here, god damn it. We need fun things. We need ways to interact with other communities, to go and attack them.
No, they want more Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
more
Jesus Christ.
We need more clips of Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, that's depressing.
That's what we need.
Regulators!
We need more CNN clips.
Oh,
more of that. Let's do that. That's what YouTube wants to do.
Yeah, R.I.P. Press F. But anyway, we are not going to concern ourselves with that nonsense. Let's check in one more time on the campaign before we leave D and see what that Danica effect is.
see if
we were on like 17,500 or something at the beginning. Oh shit! There you go. Look at that.
Where we at?
Huh?
Where we at, homie?
18.
Hey!
Doing the math, man.
Yeah.
18.
That's what I'm about.
We are less than 2K away from that 20K stretch goal. How confident are you feeling about the likelihood of getting Wattswave 2 turned into an album?
I feel like it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm gonna post some shit on my Instagram for you, and hopefully that'll get you some more peeps on there.
You epic individual.
Keep retweeting you on the old Twitter.
Yo, I'm so happy.
You know.
I'm so happy you're still there, and they couldn't cancel you. It's so good.
Oh, I try.
You just fucking destroyed. I'm very glad. Thank you, D. You're an epic individual, and this is one of those epic tracks that we did together. This joint. Why don't you just say the beginning of it, and then I'll play it, because that's just a dope thing to do.
Oh, wait, what? Fuck, which one? Hold on.
You must remember this off by heart by now,
No, I'm gonna mess it up. Last time we tried this, I messed it up. I made it not cool. I'm not ready. I'm shy.
No, you ain't shy.
I'm shy.
She says shy. She's been twitching all afternoon. I'm shy.
I'm shy. Well, it's different doing that. Like, I'm not ready.
Yeah. All you got to do, what you need is a vocal pedal, and then you can go
like that, and then like that, and then like that.
You know what I mean? Or you could do that thing. Ooh!
That's nice. That's nice.
You can add a harmony to your voice.
I just need to get one of those like little karaoke mics. You know, those little shitty karaoke mics.
Yes. All right, make some noise for Danica. This is one of their modern MEANINGWAVE classics. This shit called Litany Against Fear. This will help you in times of trouble.
Mwah, mwah.
Bless.
See you kids later. See
Love
you
you.
on the internet.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. I must not fear.
Yeah.
Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear.
Hey.
I will permit it to pass over me and through me.
Yeah.
And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path.
Oh.
Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. What's in the box?
Hey, what's in the box? Hey, what's in the box? Hey,
Pain. Pain.
yeah, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Pain, pain,
What's in the box?
hey, what's in the box? What's in the box? Pain, pain, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Pain.
Pain. You've heard of animals chewing off a leg to escape a trap? That's an animal kind of trick. A human would remain in the trap, endure the pain, feigning death that he might kill the trapper and remove a threat to his kind. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? To determine if you're human, be silent. It burns. Silence. His world emptied of everything except the hand immersed in agony. He thought he could feel skin curling black on that agonized hand, the flesh crisping and dropping away until only charred bones remained.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Ow! What's in the box?
Pain. Pain.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Aye.
What's in the box?
Pain. Pain. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Pain. Pain. What's in the box?
Aye.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Pain. Pain. It stopped, as though a switch had been turned off. The pain stopped. Enough. Take your hand from the box, young human, and look at it. Do it. He jerked his hand from the box, stared at it astonished. Not a mark. No sign of agony on the flesh. He held up the hand, turned it, flexed the fingers. She sniffed. A human can override any nerve in the body. Ever sift sand through a screen? We Bene Gesserit sift people to find the humans. Paul felt that he had been infected with terrible purpose. He did not know yet what the terrible purpose was.
Akira.
Let's go.
Why do you test for humans? To set you free. To set you free. Free? Once, men turned their thinking over to machines in the hopes that this would set them free. Free. That only permitted other men with machines to enslave them. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Danica XIX.
That was beautiful. What a beautiful way to kick off the evening. What a beautiful way to kick off this epic stream. We're going to be here till midnight. I've been streaming since 7 a.m. We were over on Twitch all morning. It was wonderful. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you to everyone who helped that be such a wonderful day. It was wonderful hanging out with you all. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you, MC Lars. Thank you, Saxon Huxley. Thank you, The Quentin Experiment. Thank you, Bro Man. Thank you, Rob Percy. Who else we had? We had so many people. Yeah. The power in the building went out. It didn't go. What happened was Charlotte thought it would be really nice to cool me down. And we thought maybe if we plugged in the AC unit into a different plug, it would handle it. But no. Everything shut down. The whole place shut down. That was at like 3 in the afternoon. I just said, isn't it amazing? We've been streaming for 7 hours and no problems. Never say that. You should never ever say that. Shouts out to everyone who's supporting this thing right here. We got 2 new members tonight. Hey, what up, Diminished 7th? Welcome to level 1. What up, One Slick Mama? Welcome to the Wave. Wonderful to have you here. What up, James Scon? Thank you for the congratulations on the campaign. Yo, congratulations to you guys. You guys are getting epic vinyl. You've been asking me for this epic vinyl for so long. And you're getting it. So I'm happy for you. And I'm happy for me because I'm getting it too. Let's see where we're at. We're going to go in on a set. We're doing an epic set that Diverting Tales has put together. He's done so many good sets lately. He's picking so many combos of songs. Last night we did Watts vs. Peterson 2. It was sick. We did one on the stream earlier today called The Abyss that was fucking amazing. I think that was one of my favorite on-stream performances ever. It was really cool. It was very emotional, you know? Shouts out to Diverting Tales all day. Shouts out to everyone, who helps us with this stuff. Shouts out especially YouTube Hero Alex. What a soldier. What a guy. What a guy. YouTube Hero Alex. What a guy. Make some noise for YouTube Hero Alex in the chat, please. And let's check in on this campaign. Remember, this is... you can't do this tomorrow. After midnight, this is gone. It won't be going on for... we're not turning it into an on-demand shop. It won't be going on for any more time. That's it. So if you want vinyl, you have to get it today. That's that. And we have to do that because we've got to order it, you know? We need to know how much to order. And so that's the value. Hey, look, we just went up $300 in the course of a few minutes. We're going to hit this 20k, goddammit. We're going to have Wattswave 2 as an album. Amazing. Amazing. The gods will be pleased, goddammit. We're going to do it. Yes. Shit, what a time to be alive. God bless you guys. We're going to go in on this set. Hey. Let me just catch my breath. Alex might be on top of the wave, says Lex Wisebaum. I think he is. Love you, chat. I appreciate all of you and your kind words. You've been saying nice words about Alex while I was composing my shit. You better be saying nice things about that guy. Hey, what up, Andrew Kamarami? Good seeing you earlier. Yeah. And without further ado, we're going to go in on our first set of the night. So make some goddamn noise, baby, as I bring to you from across space and time, the one and only Alan Watts, baby.
We think of present events as being caused by past events. And therefore, we tend to regard ourselves as the puppets of the past, as driven along by something that is always behind us. Now, to overcome this impression, it's very simple. You begin again with an experiment. Approach the world through your ears. If you shut your eyes and make contact with reality purely with your ears, and you will realize that the sounds you are hearing are all coming out of silence. You hear? And it fades away. Fades, and finally disappears. It's a curious world, this, isn't it? Because you hear all the realities in it. The sounds, suddenly coming out of nothing. You don't see any reason for them to begin. They just appear, and then they echo away through the corridors of the mind which we call memory. Now, if you open your eyes, it's a little harder to see this with your eyes because, unlike sounds, the eyes sound static. Or rather, they look static. Everything looks still to your eyes. But you must understand, the world you are looking at, say when you look at a light, that light is vibrating. All material things are vibrations, and they are vibrating at you now in the same way as the sound is vibrating on your ears. In other words, the present world that you see is a vibration coming just as the sound comes out of silence. The light is coming out of space. It's coming out of nothing straight at you now and echoing away into the past. So the course of time is really very much like the course of a ship in the ocean. Because here's the ship, you see, and it leaves behind it a wake. And the wake fades out, and that tells us where the ship has been, in just the same way as the past and our memory of the past tells us what we have done. But as we go back into the past, and we go back and back to prehistory, and we use all kinds of instruments and scientific methods for detecting what happened, we eventually reach a point where all record of the past fades away in just the same way as the wake of the ship. Now, the important thing to remember in this illustration is that the wake doesn't drive the ship any more than the tail wags the dog.
Akira.
Let's go.
There is no hope in time. Everything is going to get worse in time. Because, as you know, it does. We all fall apart in the end. Everything falls apart. Institutions, buildings, nations, it all crumbles. And people say, well, that's an awfully pessimistic philosophy. Well, is it? Well, is it? I would rather say that the people who have hope in the future are the miserable people. Because they're like donkeys, chasing carrots that are dangled before their noses from sticks attached to their collars. And they pursue in vain, always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing. The great thing. The great thing. Always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing. The great thing. The great thing. And therefore incapable of enjoying themselves today. People who live for the future never get there. Because when their plans mature, they're not there to enjoy them. They're the sort of people who spend their lives saving for their old age and try to teach their children to do the same thing. thing. The great thing. The great thing. And therefore incapable of enjoying themselves today.
Akira. He's got cloak.
The sense that you just have to go on living. That life is a must. When you say to anything spontaneous, see, life is spontaneous. It happens, in the words of the Taoists, Zheran, which means of itself so. That's their Chinese expression for nature. What happens by itself, what isn't pushed, but it just pops up, you see? You came into being, you know? It happens in a kind of a plop way like that, see? Now, you can't tell that process. You ought to happen. You must happen. Because that puts a bind on it in the same way as when you have a child and all the relatives have come to a party on Thanksgiving, the child into the middle of all the relatives and say, now dear, play. Now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play. Say now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play. See, it absolutely bugs the child to do it like that. And so this is the problem for every artist. Because an artist is a man who makes his living by playing. Whether he's dancing, painting, or playing music, or whatever it is. And he has to overcome this problem. He has to know how to play in public at a given time on an appointment. See? Now that's not an easy thing to learn. But when you catch on to the trick of it, you can do it. To play on demand. That's the hardest lesson of life. To contrive what is called by my Japanese artist friend Saburo Hasegawa a controlled accident. Now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play. Say now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play. Now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play. Say now dear, play. Now dear, play. Play on demand, play on demand, play on demand, play.
For yourself, baby.
Akira.
Drop them Watts emojis in the chat. Aye.
To spread joy, you have to have it. To impart delight, you have to be more or less delightful. And to be delightful is not some factor of trying to make yourself look delightful. It is to do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. It is to do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. That is to say, people who are interesting are people who are interested. Any person, for example, who is constantly thinking about all sorts of other things and other people and so on, because they're fascinating, becomes a fascinating person. The person who doesn't think about anybody else and who's got very little going on inside their skull is boring. So in other words, your engagement with the external world, the more you are involved, the more your personality is enriched. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. Aye. But if you try to enrich your personality by taking a course in how to win friends and influence people, or how to be a real person, you'll become just a washout. You'll be like somebody trying to get a good nutrition by biting his nails, and then the fingers next, and then half an arm gone and so on. You're entirely nourishing yourself with yourself. Now, of course, on a vast scale, the universe does that. It eats itself up. That's why the symbol of the snake swallowing its tail is a very fundamental, archaic symbol of life. But the way it's done is that the snake has in some part of the ring a place where it's not sensitive. It's called the unconscious. Where it doesn't know that what comes to it in the form of food is actually what left it in the form of excrement. That thing is... Don't mention it. After all, as the Lord said at the beginning of the universe, you must draw the line somewhere. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. Do things that are delightful to you. You become thereby delightful to others. Aye.
What up, gang? What up, gang? Shouts out to everybody locked in. Thank you, One Slick Moment, for the support. Thank you, Physio Cat. Thank you, everyone who's helping. Everyone who's getting after that campaign. Thank you, Glenn Barnett, for this.
So also music is a kind of purposive thing, because you don't either play music to reach a destination, nor do you dance to reach a particular place on the floor. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Because after all, if the object of music were to gain a certain destination, those orchestras that played fastest would be considered the best.
Akira.
Dancing and music, more than other arts, represent the nature of this world. The nature of this world. That it is playful, that it is sport. That it may be sincere, but is definitely not serious. And as G.K. Chesterton well put it once, the angels fly because they take themselves lightly. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important.
Hey. take themselves lightly.
What it's time to be alive. Shouts out to everybody that's in. This is from the brand new album. This is from Wattswave 6, The Web of Life Part 2. What's your idea of heaven?
What do people do most of the time? What would they like to do, really?
Yeah.
What's your idea of heaven? What's your idea of heaven? What do people do most of the time? What would they like to do, really? What's your idea of heaven? What's your idea of heaven? When people are unoccupied, as far as I can make out, they get together and they sing and dance. Or else watch somebody else do it. Nowadays we live in a non-participative culture and we don't do very much singing and dancing. We're lugubrious. We watch other people do it on television. What we really are interested in is to be able to spend all the time going you know, some method. And that's what our heart's doing, that's what our lungs are doing, it's what our eyeballs are doing, and it's what all these fantastic capillaries of the veins are doing. They're going just you see? And that's the point. Now the thing is, ought this to be allowed? You know, dare we admit it? What do people do most of the time? What would they like to do, really? What's your idea of heaven? What's your idea of heaven? Most of the time, what would they like to do, really? What's your idea of heaven? What's your idea of heaven? Because we've been brought up, you see, in a cultural context in which the universe is presided over by somebody serious. It's only very, very occasional obscure references in the Jewish and Christian scriptures to the idea that God dances. Of course, in Hindus they know Shiva dances, and all the gods dance. They're represented in the dance. But in our way of looking at things, no. Back, deep down in, there is something that you must respect. You mustn't laugh in church, especially if you got in front of the throne of heaven. Everybody would be dead silent. Wow, you see, I mean, that's really serious. Here is the Father Almighty, world without end. And you watch out. Don't you laugh. Why not? Because Father Almighty, world without end is a very insecure fellow. If anybody laughed, he might feel uneasy, you know. Something wrong going on. There's someone challenged his power. What do people do most of the time? What would they like to do, really? What's your idea of heaven? What's your idea of heaven? What do people do most of the time? What do they like to do, really? funny fellow, you see, as we mythologize ultimate reality in the form of this cosmic grandpapa, who is also a king and is demanding above all things reverence and respect. The Chinese looks upon the universe as an organism, as we shall subsequently see. But the dramatic idea is basic to Hinduism. Now you can speak about Hinduism on two levels at least. One I will call the metaphysical level, and the other the mythological level. If you speak on the metaphysical level, you can speak only in negative language. You can say what the divine, the ultimate reality is not. If you speak on the mythological level, you may speak of what the divine is like. Because myth is not a falsehood, as one uses the word in a sophisticated way. A myth is an image, a concrete image, in terms of which man makes sense of it. Which man makes sense of the world. Thus the idea of God the Father, or God the Maker, is a myth. Because it's an image. And Christian theologians distinguish equally between two kinds of theological language, which are respectively called cataphatic and apophatic. Apophatic language is negative, as when we say God is infinite and eternal. Cataphatic language is mythological, as when we say God the Father, God is love, and all the positive designations. We are not saying God is a cosmic male code, but is analogous with the Father. We are not saying God is a cosmic male code, but is analogous with the Father. We are not saying God is a cosmic male code, but is analogous with the Father. So with Hinduism. What I'm going to speak to you in first of all is the mythological language of Hinduism. The idea of the universe as a big act. Earth is God playing hide and seek with himself. For God is thought of fundamentally to the Hindu as the self. The self. The cosmic I. So it's difficult for us, because of that cultural heritage, to accept, to accommodate our common sense to the idea that the web might basically be playful. That it might be like somebody saying, won't you come and play with me? Child. And the other child has some little hesitation. I don't know whether I ought to play with you. You come from the wrong side of the track. I don't feel like playing today. I feel serious. I don't think play is important. We ought to do something real, like wash the dishes for mother. Oh, incidentally, has forgotten that the whole point of washing the dishes is playful. Arranging the patterns of life. Playful. wash the dishes for a serious reason. You like the table to look nice, you know. You don't want to serve up the dishes for dinner with all the leavings of breakfast still lying on them. So why do you want the table to look nice? Well, again, it's for nice. You like the pattern on it that way. People get terribly compulsive about doing these things. And they think that going on arranging the patterns of life is something that's a duty. That means a debt, that you owe it to yourself or to your family or to someone or other. You're in debt. See, that's the trouble. When a child comes into the world, the parents play an awful game on it. Instead of being honest, they say, we've made such great sacrifices for you. Here we are, we've supported you, we've paid for your education, and you're an ungrateful little bastard. And the child feels terribly guilty because what we do is we build into every human being the idea that existence is guilt.
Yeah.
Arranging the patterns of life.
Arranging the patterns of life.
For nice. Arranging the patterns of life. Arranging the patterns of life. For nice. The existentialists make a big thing of this. And you watch out for them, because they're hoaxers. And they say that guilt is ontological. If you're not feeling guilty, you're not human. That was because Papa and Mama said, look at all the trouble you've caused us. You shouldn't dare to exist. You have no rights, but maybe we'll give you some out of the generosity of our hearts so that you'll be permanently indebted to us. And so everybody goes around with that sort of thing in their background unless they have different kinds of papas and mamas who didn't play that trick. And if they don't do it, somebody else does it. Granny comes around and says, you don't realize what your father and mother have done for you. You think, you know, you can just stay around here and goof off, but they've sweated blood to give you your clothes and food and so on, and you ought to be grateful for it. But that's not the way to make people grateful. They won't be grateful that way. They'll imitate gratefulness. They'll go and put on a big show and say, oh, thank you so much, I feel so indebted to you, and so on and so forth, and they'll make it look good. That isn't real. That isn't real. Because, actually, one's father and mother had a great deal of fun bringing you into being, or we hope they did. And they wanted to do that the worst way. They have no reason to complain about all these things and try and make the children feel guilty. Arranging the patterns of life. Arranging the patterns of life. For nice. Arranging the patterns of life. Arranging the patterns of life. For nice. Arranging the patterns of life. Hey. Arranging the patterns of life. Yo, shouts out to everybody locked in. Make some noise for your goddamn stuff, baby. Splash them wave emojis if you got them. Splash them what's emojis if you got them. Ow! Oh, damn. Yo, too many classics. Too many classics! We got too many hits, baby. We got too many hits. Who are you? Who are you really? Akira. Are you? You think? All these vibrations, you know, are like the strings on a harp. And the harps that the angels are supposed to play in heaven are really this huge possibility. Possibility. See, when you play the harp, harp, you select strings. You don't play all the strings. It's stupid to just run your finger along the whole edge of the harp, back and forth, and go. What you do is you pick out with your fingers, select just like on the piano, you know, you pick out certain notes, and these make the patterns. But at the same time as you pick out, you reject what you don't pick out. But it's all there, constituting a fundamental continuity, the kind of continuity of the thread as they go to the back of the woven material and make up the obverse of the pattern that's on the front. Now, the question that is absolutely basic for all human beings is, what have you left out? What have you left out? What have you left out? Really? You are focused on certain things that constitute what you call everyday reality. Look, you single out people and you see them sitting all around. Sitting all around. And you know there are things that are really there. And then behind the people are the houses or whatever we live in, the earth, and behind all that the sky, and so on. But we see the world as a collection of rather disjointed events and things. And I might say to you as you came in here today, now, my goodness, you all forgot something. What did you forget? You think, my goodness, did I put my pants on? Did I wear a sweater? Did I put my glasses and my hair on, or my wig or whatever? No, it's none of that. Or something you forgot. See, everybody's forgotten something. You left it out. Just missed it. See? And so, I can bring this out, what you've forgotten, if I ask you, who are you? Well, you say, I'm Paul Jones, or whatever your name happens to be. I say, oh, no, don't give me that stuff. Who are you, really? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, really? And you think, whoa, of course I'm just me. No, don't give me that. I don't want to hear all that nonsense. You're playing a trick on me. Really, deep down, who are you? I don't know. Well, that's the thing to find out. That's the thing that's been forgotten. You see, that's the underside of the tapestry, the thing that's been left out. Because what we are carefully taught to ignore is that every one of us, fundamentally, deep inside, is an act of, a function of, a performance of, a manifestation of the works. The whole blinking cosmos, with all its galaxies, and forever and ever and ever, whatever it is beyond that. What you might call God in the Western tradition, or Brahman in Hindu philosophy, or Tao in Chinese. Every one of us is really that, but we are pretending we aren't. And we are pretending with tremendous skill and deception. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you really? Minds in a certain way, a way that ignores or screens out the fact that every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. You see, it's as if you had a light covered with a black ball, and in this ball were pinholes, and each pinhole is an aperture through which the light comes out. So in that way, every one of us is actually a pinhole through which the fundamental light, that is the existence itself, looks out. Only the game we're playing is not to know this. To be only that little hole, which we call me, my ego, my specific John Jones, or whatever. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. If we can maintain at the same time the sense of being this specific John Jones with his role in life, or whatever, and know also underneath this that we are the whole works, you get a very marvelous and agreeable arrangement, a most remarkable harmoniousness. I mean, it gives one's life a great sense of joy and exuberance if you can carry on these two things at once. If you, in other words, you know that all the serious predicaments of life are a game. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out.
Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out. Every one of us is an aperture through which the whole cosmos looks out.
Make some noise, baby.
If a beautiful lady should say to me, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I were to reply, are you serious or are you just playing with me?
That would be quite the wrong response. Because I hope she's not serious and that she will play with me. I should say, are you sincere or are you just toying? Because you see, the word play has many different senses. The person who is playing the organ in church is certainly not doing something trivial. You go to see a play of Hamlet, you're not seeing something trivial. When the concert artist plays Mozart, he is certainly entertaining you, but it's not a trivial entertainment. But on the other hand, we would use play in quite a different sense, when we mean just fooling around, doing it for kicks. Kicks.
God in the skies.
Doing it for kicks.
God in the skies.
Doing it for kicks. So it is fundamental, as a matter of fact, to both the Hindu and the Christian tradition, that the universe is the play of God. But the Christian thinks of it in the terms of construction play, like building blocks. The Hindu thinks of it as dramatic play, of the actual participation of the Godhead in the creation, so that every being whatsoever is God in disguise, doing it for kicks. God in disguise, kicks. God in disguise, doing it for kicks. God in disguise, doing it for kicks. Doing it for kicks. God in disguise, kicks. God in disguise, doing it for kicks. God in disguise, doing it for kicks.
God in the skies. She loves me. She don't.
Now, the only time when the holy people had a ball was when, for example, the Islamic artists made arabesques and the Celtic artists made fantastically intricate lattices to decorate the margins of their gospels and missals. They are unbelievably beautiful, or take stained glass or something like that. But what are they doing? What's it all about? What are they doing? What's it all about? What will you do in heaven? What will you do in heaven? See, it's like the musician. He likes to take a melody, and he likes to put another melody that fits in with it, and another one that fits in with both, and then a fourth one, and arrange them together, and he invents an instrument like an organ that he plays with two hands. Then he adds foot pedals so that he can play. Get this hand doing one rhythm, this doing another, this doing another, and this doing another. See, that makes it complicated. And so when drummers get together and somebody starts out with a certain rhythm, perfect, and then that rhythm has holes in it. In other words, it has certain silences, and the next drummer fills those silences in an interesting way. He comes and picks out a pattern. And what do you imagine DNA is? The basic form of biological existence. Now, DNA is like a necklace with different kinds of beads in it. And according to the order and the way those beads are arranged, so you get genes, and so you get the particular form of life that emerges from those genes. So what we're doing way down is saying, she loves me, she don't, she have me, she won't, she would if she could, but she can't. She loves me, she don't, she have me, she won't, she would if she could, but she can't. She
love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. Well, this is the way life is going on. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. This is the way life is going on.
Question is then, see, in your heart of hearts, you can take the attitude that all this is terrible, or that it's dreadfully serious. You see, you can play comedies, you can play tragedies, farces, histories and romances and all that kind of thing, and you can take these various attitudes to it. But if you are awakened, and as it were, you've been let into the secret, which is what we've been talking about, because the web is also the curtain, the veil which hides the face of God from the angels. See, there's always this veil. That's why we like to striptease, because there's an implication that you should never give the show completely away. There always should be a little bit of the veil left, you see. There always is. There always is. Because even if you find the striptease artist gets completely naked, there's really something hidden. What's the motivation? What sort of a person is she? Would I really like to embrace her? Or would she have bad breath? You never really know. You never really get to the bottom. That's why everybody, all men, poets, say that women are basically mysterious. And they ought to be. So are men basically mysterious, from women's point of view, although they play that they're not. See, this is the way it goes. Men are supposed to be very open, and they say, well, at a certain situation, this is the way it is. After all, it's perfectly rational. It's a matter of practical affairs. And women say, well, they say, I'm not quite as articulate as you are, but I know there's something you've left out, but I can't explain it. And by this means, everything is kept going.
She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. But this is the way life is going on. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. She love me, she don't. She love me, she wants you, but if you go, but you can't. But this is the way life is going on.
As a result comes all this. See?
Drop all them waving emojis, baby. All of them. Sexy time. Sexy time. Hey. He's got clout.
Do you know this? This is wonderful. Akira. sweetness of life. Please come in. 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 One side of it, it's a pair of scissors. What is it on the other side? So, if you see that, if you get that principle, you can feel yourself not sort of just rattling around in the world as a kind of somebody who's been stuck down there. But you can feel yourself going on in absolutely exact relationship with everything around it. Please come in. 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 One side of it, it's a pair of scissors. What is it on the other side? Please come in. 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 One side of it is a pair of scissors. What is it on the other side? This is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
It's nice and easy. Yeah.
Now, this is a very strange thing, you see, that it is partly true that the universe, so far as its biological aspect is concerned, is this weird system that lives by everybody eating everybody else. Only what we do to maintain what is called order and civilization is that various species make agreement that they won't eat each other. They'll cooperate, and so be an enormous gang which can beat down the others. So the human being is the most successful so far of this gangster arrangement. We are the most predatory monsters on Earth, and we have cooperated to assault the fish and the vegetables and the chickens and the cows and everything, you see? Only we do it by not letting our left hand know what our right hand doeth. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, unless gentlemen happen to be prone to going hunting as a sport, they don't see their food killed. They don't see the slaughterhouse. And so what you get in the butcher, in the market, a steak, is a thing in its own right. It has nothing to do with a cow. It gives the thing shape up and so, and it looks as if it might be like a banana or something like that, Perfect. And nobody worries. And when a fish is served up, it does indeed look like a fish, but it's not the squiggly, squirmy fish that comes out on the end of the fisherman's line. Hey. When you really fish, you realize that the fish doesn't like it very much. Nope. For this gangster arrangement. We are the most predatory monsters on Earth. So, let me repeat. Of this gangster arrangement. We are the most predatory monsters on Earth. So, let me repeat. Of this gangster arrangement. there is that absolutely extraordinary side of things that is really terrifying. And so, let me repeat.
So
the illustration I used of the cross in the net, where one side of it is scissors that cut and eat, teeth that chew and get this thing in, and the opening side of it is like James Joyce's Ulysses, the girl who says yes, and I said yes, yes, yes. She wants to be absolutely ravaged by her man, see? So it's open, open, open. But now comes if we take the dark view of things, the horrible view. Excuse me if I go into some rather grisly details, but have you ever heard of a vagina dentata? That is the idea that in the sexual organ of the woman there are teeth. And a lot of men have this fantasy, and so are rendered impotent. They don't make love, because they feel that the price of this blessed experience, this creative experience, loving experience, is you're going to get emasculated. You're going to lose your precious member of this gangster arrangement. We are the most predatory monsters on earth. So let me repeat. Of this gangster arrangement. We are the most predatory monsters on earth. So let me repeat. Of this gangster arrangement. This is a very ancient fantasy. It appears throughout all known history. Because this is simply the woman's come on, where she attracts, but she's out really to get you. She is basically a spider mother, you see, who is selfish and doesn't really love you. Not really, but says she does. And of course, there are on the other side all the tricks of the men. You go without mentioning.
Yeah, baby.
Now,
Come on.
what I'm saying is I think this. I'm trying to share with you a certain style of life and an attitude to life and an insight. I've taken you on one side and said, listen kids, things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen kids, things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen kids, things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. There's a big deception going on, and you're involved in it, but I just thought you ought to know. I'm terribly puzzled about the way people go out of their way to disenjoy themselves. They take so much trouble about it.
Hey.
And all around you have only to look and you see this perfect passion for making the world look grisly. And it isn't only shop builders and garage owners who do this kind of thing. It's also people who profess to be painters. They're actually using excrements for painting in Paris today, on the theory that the world is shot to pieces, and that since the artist is a representative of his times, he ought to show the times as they really are, as a social critic. So he makes the most weird. He paints Campbell's soup cans. Then he makes music that shrieks and screams. He just goes out of his way to make it sound as ugly as he possibly can manage. And the ingenuity is about that is endless. Because that is the times. These are critical. You see? Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. There's a big deception going on, and you're involved in it, but I just thought you ought to know it. Let's take the character of the Pied Piper, the person who brings you an invitation to dance. I say then, you see, there is going to be a dance this evening, and I would like you all to come. And that's the spirit in which I invite you to a seminar. I am not inviting you in the spirit of saying, now, we're going to have to discuss some very grave matters, and you ought to be awake to all these things and arouse your social confidence. When you get through with all that, then what? When you get through with all that, then what? When you get through with feeding the hungry and clothing the naked, and we are making great strides with automation and technology in abolishing poverty totally, then what are we going to do? Then what are we going to do? Well, you see, if you've got all these people clothed and fed and so on, and then they say, well, now what next? If you've got a kind of Quakerish state of mind, you don't know what to do. Well, feed and clothe somebody else. Get busy. But then, where is that leading? Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. There's a big deception going on, and you're involved in it, but I just thought you ought to know it. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. Listen, kids. Things aren't what they seem. Don't be fooled. There's a big deception going on, and you're involved in it, but I just thought you ought to know it. Yeah. Hey, don't be fooled. One of the very great things that C.G. Jung contributed to mankind's understanding was the concept of the shadow. That everybody has a shadow, and that the main task of the psychotherapist is to do what he called to integrate the evil, to, as it were, put the devil in us in its proper function. Because you see, it's always the devil, the unacknowledged one, the outcast, the scapegoat, the bastard, the bad guy. You see, the black sheep of the family. It's always from that point, what we could call the fly in the ointment. You see, that generation comes. In other words, in the same way as in the drama, to have the play, it's necessary to introduce a villain. It's necessary to introduce a certain element of trouble. So, in the whole scheme of life, there has to be the shadow. The shadow. The bastard, the bad guy, the black sheep of the family, the shadow. Integrate the evil. Integrate the evil, the shadow. The bastard, the bad guy, the black sheep of the family, the shadow. Everybody has a shadow, because without the shadow there can't be the substance. So this is why there is a very strange association between crime and all naughty things and holiness. You see, holiness is way beyond being good. Good people aren't necessarily holy people. A holy person is one who is whole, who has, as it were, reconciled his opposites. And so there's always something slightly scary about holy people. And other people react to them in very strange ways. They
can't make up their minds whether they're saints or devils. So holy people have, throughout history, always created a great deal of trouble, along with their creative results. Take Jesus, for example. Trouble that Jesus created is absolutely incalculable. Think of the Crusades, the Inquisition, the heaven only knows what's gone on in the name of Jesus. Freud's a big troublemaker, as well as a great healer, you see. It all flows together. The bad guy, the black sheep of the family, as the shadow. Integrate the evil. Integrate the evil. The shadow. The bad guy, the black sheep of the family, as the shadow. Everybody has a shadow, because without the shadow there can't be the substance. So the holy person is scary, because he is like the earthquakes, or better still, he's like the ocean. See the ocean on a lovely sunny day, you can say, oh, isn't that gorgeous, and you can go into it and relax and float around. But boy, when the storm comes, does that thing get mad? Terrifying. So there is in us the ocean, you see. And Jung felt that the whole point was to bring the two together by a kind of fantastic honesty, to penetrate one's own motivations to the depths, 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 depths,
National anthem. Please stand for the national anthem.
Akira.
Blast this out of a window, and if you happen to be on a tank somewhere, put this on the loudspeaker right now. Thank you very much.
What seems a good thing today turns out tomorrow to have been a disaster. What seemed in the moral and spiritual sphere too, like great virtues in times past, are easily seen today as hideous evils. Let's take, for example, the Inquisition. In its own day, among Catholics, the Holy Inquisition was regarded as we today regard the practice of psychiatry. You see, you feel that in curing a person of cancer, almost anything is justified. The most complex operation, the most weird surgery, people suspended for days and days on end on the end of tubes with X-ray penetration, burning, or people undergoing shock treatment, people locked in the colorless, monotonous corridor, mental institutions. In all good faith, they knew that witchcraft and heresy were terrible things, awful plagues, imperiling people's souls forever and ever. So any means were justified to cure people of heresy. We don't change. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We can look back at those people and see how evil that was, but we can't see it in ourselves. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. So therefore, beware. So therefore, beware. The virtue. Said the highest virtue is not virtue, and therefore really is virtue. But inferior virtue cannot let go of being virtue, and therefore is not virtue. Translated in more of a periphrastic way, the highest virtue is not conscious of itself as virtue, and therefore really is virtue. The highest virtue is not conscious of itself as virtue, and therefore really is virtue. Lower virtue is so self-conscious that it's not virtue. That it's not virtue. Lower virtue is so self-conscious that it's not virtue. That it's not virtue. In other words, when you breathe, you don't congratulate yourself on being virtuous. But breathing is a great virtue. It's living. It's living. When you come out with beautiful eyes, blue or brown or green as the case may be, you don't congratulate yourself for having grown one of the most fabulous jewels on earth. Just eyes. And you don't account it a virtue. To see, to entertain the miracles of color and form, to say, oh, that's just... But that's real virtue. Real virtue. Real virtue. Real virtue. The highest virtue is not conscious of itself as virtue, and therefore really is virtue. The highest virtue is not conscious of itself as virtue, and therefore really is virtue. Lower virtue is so self-conscious that it's not virtue. That it's not virtue. Lower virtue is so self-conscious that it's not virtue. That it's not virtue. Real virtue. Yeah. Virtue in the sense, the old sense of the word, of strength. Is when we talk about the healing virtue of a plant. That's real virtue. That's real virtue. But the other virtues are stuck on. They're ersatz. They're imitation virtues. And they usually create trouble. any feeling of righteousness about what they're doing as we have on our side. And a plague on both houses. Because, as Confucius said, the goody-goodies are the thieves of virtue. The goody-goodies are the thieves of virtue. The goody-goodies are the thieves of virtue. The goody-goodies are the thieves of virtue.
It is the form of our own product. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
It's a trap, baby. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Now then the question arises, who's deceiving who? Who's fooling who? I'm fooling me? What is fooling? Now then the question arises, who's deceiving who? Who's fooling who? I'm fooling me? What is fooling? Fooling is like you're there when you're not. You know, getting somebody else to answer your name in the roll call. So, we're all, this is the metaphysical basis of it. This is what the Hindus mean by Maya, the world illusion. The world is playing it's there when it isn't. And it's a trap. And it sucks you in. And you can't get out of it. And it's a trap. And it sucks you in. And you can't get out of it. And it's a thorough big trap too. But always when you get an idea like this or a feeling like this, follow it to its extreme. Don't back out from it. If you find you're selfish, go to the extreme of what selfishness means. Confusion largely results from not following feelings or ideas to their depth. You know, people think they want to be immortal. They'd like to live forever. Do you really want to do that? Think about it. Really go into it. What it would be like. People say they want this, that, and the other. They want this kind of car, they want this kind of dress, this much money, and so on. It's always a good idea to think it right through. What it would involve to be in that situation, to have those desires fulfilled. It's a trap. And it sucks you in. And you can't get out of it. It's a trap. And it sucks you in. And you can't get out of it. It's a trap. And it sucks you in. And you can't get out of it. It's a trap. inconvenient would they be? However attractive. Always turn the embroidery round and look at the underside, but don't get caught doing it. See, that's something one does on the side, in secret, because otherwise you play the game that everything is as it's supposed to be on front. But that makes you humorous.
Hey.
And that makes you human.
Yeah, it does.
But that makes you humorous. And that makes you human.
Yeah.
But that makes you humorous. And that makes you human.
Hey, hey.
But that makes you humorous. And that makes you human. But that makes you humorous. And that makes you human. But that makes you humorous. And that makes you human.
Akira.
It's dawn. It's good. Here is Jan van Eyck. He paints the eschatological picture of the Last Judgment. What a strange man he must have been. And here is heaven above and hell below. And in heaven, here's God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost, all there together, and Virgin Mary, and the apostles, and they're all sitting in committee. And they have an aisle, just like in church, and there they are facing each other, and they're all sitting there. It's very, I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. Below, right at the end of the aisle, you see, where all these apostles are sitting, is St. Michael. A rather gorgeous figure in beautiful armor, with wings. And underneath him is a bat-winged skull. And beneath those bat wings, all horror is let loose. Michael is about to slush that skull. See with his sword. But below, there are nude bodies, some of them pretty comely. They're all squirming in there, and they're being eaten by worms. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. Eating the worms, and there's a kind of a mush. It's like the sort of situation you find when you turn up a big rock. There's all that going on underneath. Now, there's no question whatever that Van Eyck, the painter, had more fun painting that part of the picture than he did painting the top part. So in the same way with Hieronymus Bosch and with Bruegel, they painted every kind of weird, surrealistic deviltry going on. And they really loved it. But they couldn't admit it. I don't know what it's about.
I don't know what it's about. Man got no clue, baby. Ooh, I don't know what it's about. What it's about? How? What it's about? What it's about? I don't know what it's about. about? What is it about? Ow, what is it about? What is it about? Ow, 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 what is it about? Ow, 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 what is it about? Ow, ow, I don't know what it's about. Ow, ow, I don't know what it's about. Ow, ow, I don't know what it's about. Hey, hey, I don't know what it's about. Hey, hey, I don't know what it's about. Hey, I don't know what it's about.
Make some noise, baby. Drop all those emojis. I want to see every single goddamn Meaning Wave member emoji and all them blue ones. If you ain't got them member ones, drop them blue ones, baby. Get after it!
All really humane people admit that they're rascals. That's, you see, on the side of the not respectable, the selfish. But so also, all humane people should admit that they're jokers, that they're playing games and playing tricks, that I am doing it on you. I am most ready to admit this. I hoaxed you all into coming here to tell you what? There's a trap, you see, but I'm going to make it an entertaining trap so that you won't feel so badly about it. Now, this is philosophy, but I think philosophy is like music. You go to a concert and you listen to somebody play Bach or Mozart.
Akira.
And what's wrong? You know, it isn't about anything except you know, that's what it's about. You know, that's what it's about. And so, in the same way, as I conceive my work as a philosopher, I'm simply pointing out that existence is the same kind of a thing as a Bach invention. It's going this way and that way, and hills and waters going all out there, and the fish are going around in it, and breeding, and the ducks are... And that's the same thing as dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. See? So, if you can admit that that's what it's all about, you have a little problem. Because there's not only the threat that it really might be serious and that you shouldn't be laughing about, but there's also a kind of opposite. Then are you saying it's merely just fiddling around? I mean, you're saying it's only a game? Is that all there is to it? Well, what do you think? You see, this again is a question that everybody has to think things through. What did you want? Didn't you want a game? Did you want it to be serious in the end? I mean, think about the question. What kind of a thing would you like God to be? What would you like to do for eternity?
Well,
really? You know, that's what it's about.
That's what it's about, baby. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Thank you for being here. That was a wonderful Wattswave set. Thank you to Diverting Tales for compiling that. What an absolutely wonderful selection of songs was picked there for us to enjoy. Thank you all for being here and participating, being a part of this participatory culture that we're fostering here at MEANINGWAVE HQ. Yeah. Wow. Holy cow. Yo, how epic. That's what it's about. I knew that was epic. I remember I couldn't believe it when I wrote that song. I don't know, well, I can't believe it when I was given that song. I mean, come on, Watts is singing the chorus. He was just singing that. He just sang it perfectly, you know? What the hell? So thank you, Alan Watts, for the gift of that song. And thank you guys for being here and participating in the dance. Yeah. How we doing, everybody? How we doing out there? What's cracking? Everyone smash that like. Yo, there's some people here who haven't smashed the like. What are you doing? Come on, baby. We're here till midnight. We got 2 hours and 45 minutes of vibe regulation left from this epic thing. I've been here since 7 a.m. I've been right here since 7 a.m. I haven't moved. I ran downstairs and had a shower for 10 minutes between the Twitch stream and this stream. The Twitch stream and this stream, baby. So that's dope. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I think I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to post this link. YouTube Hero Alex, can you grab this link and keep it to repost it if necessary? Great Flower says, how's your wrist? It's painful, but if you notice, I was using the mic stand quite a lot, and I'm trying to use my left hand right now, you know? My feet was killing me, and then wifey bought me some shoes, you know? Now much better. So, shouts out to you lot. Yeah, if you want to call in and say hi and make a request, you're very welcome. I saw some people were asking, they wanted to upgrade their packages, and they couldn't work out how to do that. It's not very obvious on Indiegogo, so what you should do, on Indiegogo you can see there's an option to just donate an amount, right? And you can also send a message to us on Indiegogo if you've already bought something. So if you want to upgrade your thing, just donate whatever that amount is, and then send Charlotte a message saying what it is you want to upgrade to, and that way you won't have to pay double postage. Yeah. Matt says, totally would have missed it if I didn't spot this stream in my recommend. Great job chucking that in the title. What did I put in the title? I mean, it must have been great. Whatever I did, it must have been the right thing to do. Shouts out to me. Last chance for Wattswave vinyl. Yeah, there you go. That's the facts. It's closing at midnight. Midnight is closing, baby. It's closing, baby. Oh, we already got someone backstage. Hold tight backstage. I'll let you all in a second. Actually, no, why don't you come on now? Let's see if I can let you in. Admit. And unmute myself. Let's get you in here. Who have we got in here? Let's see. Let's get in this Zoom meeting. We've got no video. No visual of you, but let's see if we can get some audio. Hi, how are you doing? Anybody there?
Hello?
Hey, what up, Joshua Vickers? We got Joshua Vickers in the house.
Holy shit, man, that's crazy. It's
Yo.
like a dream talking to you.
Hey, how you doing, Joshua Vickers?
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you for everything, man. I just wanted you let us call in. I want to say I appreciate what you do, homie.
Yo, thank you, brother. That means a great fucking deal. That means a huge amount. I'm really, really grateful that you're here. You could be anywhere, Joshua Vickers.
I appreciate it, man. I'll let you go. Thank you.
Hey, bless up, brother. Appreciate you. Boom, make some noise. Ow. Shout out Joshua Vickers. Joshua Vickers in the house. Thank you for calling in. That was very, very civilized. What a civilized guy. He just called in, said something dope, and then just peaced out. What a guy. Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Now, if he'd hung around, he could have helped me with the, the checking in the campaign. We haven't checked in the campaign since before that set. I wonder if we've made any maneuvers. Let's have a look and see where we are. We've got less than 3 hours left on this campaign, and then it's done. You won't be able to order the vinyl anywhere else, and that'll be that. Hey, YouTube Hero Alex, what do we call this? What is it? It's the vinyl countdown. Oh man, I've been wanting to do that for a while. It's the vinyl countdown. Yeah, it is. Hey, look how we're doing. Before I started doing that set, we were on 18295. 18295. We're trying to get to 20 so we can make Wattswave 2 into Wattswave 2K. Pop! Okay, let's see. I need a drum roll. Why haven't I got someone here to help me with the drum roll? And why don't I have a drum roll on my pad? That'll do. Hey, let's get it. Dun! Do mine eyes deceive me? Are we on 18740? Are we a mere $1,260 away from that goal? Is that real? Oh shit. Damn, baby, what a time to be alive. What a crazed and epic grouping of activities this really is. Holy cow. Yo, this is cool. Okay, I'm feeling quietly confident. Not quietly, I'm feeling explicitly confident. I think we can do it. I mean, why not? Smash that like. YouTube doesn't let people know that we're here and doing this unless you smash that like. You know the vibes. And I know for a fact there's a ton of people who want this who haven't ordered it yet because they don't even know it exists because that's just how it goes. And yo, by the way, I gotta say I played this song twice today on stream, and it made me cry. I don't know, like when I was just doing it just then, I got like tears and shit. Like, and if you remember, this was the song we made on stream on Meaning Stream number 3. This song was made live with you guys on Meaning Stream number 3, and that's just pretty special. I've never made a song on stream before or since. This was a promise. This was, when I promise things I deliver. And I promised that when we hit 100 patrons, I would make a song on stream. And this is the song that was made on stream. So shout out to everyone who was there. Yeah. How exciting. Hey. That's right, with the perfect baby sounds and the dishwashing grave flour. Exactly that. What a time to be alive. You know what we haven't done yet? Baby? We have not done our international high five. Yeah! So I would like to know, since I'm feeling, what would the word be? It's not nostalgic. It's just very strange. We're on 80 streams now, 80 days and nights. I can't even remember the world before hanging out all together and doing these streams and things. I can't remember the time. I can't remember it, but I've got so many fond memories. And so I will say, for the International High Five today, please do tell me where you are in an international fashion. Tell me where you are. And what's your fondest memory of this time that we have shared? Fondest memory. Hey. Man like Hercules on the backings. Ooh. Yeah. Joshua Vick is in the greatest country on earth, Texas. Shouts out to Texas all day long. Oh, don't tell me Joshua Tran just noticed a detail on the artwork. Congratulations, it's only been up there for a month. Yo! Michael in Seattle's in Seattle. Mikey in Seattle, we need to know what's your fondest memory of the stream. I'm glad you're here, Michael in Seattle. Booyah, baby. Blackrock Beacon in PA, the old normal. Matt Damon says, I'd call in just to say Matt Damon, but I'm in a meeting. What kind of a meeting? That allows you to engage in chat rooms. Yo. Joshua Tran in Seattle says his fondest memory is sneaking his sick girlfriend out of Europe when the travel ban was setting in. Smart. What up, Miss Superconductor in Orange County, CA? How y'all doing? Matt Damon is in a boring meeting. Good. I'd hate if you were in an exciting meeting and you were doing this. Cindy Bailey at the edge of the desert when Akira inspired me to draw and paint out of nowhere. How's that painting going, Cindy Bailey? Are you still doing more? Have you done any more? Cindy Bailey sent me a lovely painting. It's just over there. Yeah. Hey. Arranging the patterns of life. Yo. Andrew Kamarami in Scarborough, Ontario. I can't believe there's a Scarborough in America. So many great times. Bianca's birthday shout out. Zoom call this morning. Yeah, you called in this morning. That unreleased Duck Fam, and so on and so on. The Superconductor says, fondest memory, my recent wedding. Ooh, these love vibes. Hey, congratulations. Joseph Johnson in Cedar City, Utah? Whatever. Michael in Seattle. That night you read a letter from your friend Satoshi. Ooh. Yeah, that was epic. Andrew Kamarami in Canada. Matt Damon. The Illuminati doesn't organize itself. This is true. They're rubbish. They're terrible at their jobs. Yeah. What up, Cassandra in Montreal, QC, Canada. So many Canadians. I do love Canada. Matthew in Colorado. I really enjoyed the live reading of meditations. Oh, that was an interesting experiment, and I can't wait to make meditations too. By Jove. What up, Ross? Says singing with Adam and Eve via Ever Again, Santa Maria. Violin learning just now. Influence to share the connection with neighbors and heal. I am downloading Zoom. Matthew and Davies, of course. Joshua Vicker says, I hope that is really Matt Damon. Michael in Seattle says, I was on my lunch break trying not to cry. I still have to rewatch Paranoid Agent because of that night. Yeah, me too. I really want to rewatch Paranoid Agent because of that night. Facts. Matt Damon says, you were discussing who to yeet from YouTube next. We are discussing who to yeet from YouTube next. Yeah, come on, try it, baby. Milkman Dan says, Marcus on Vital. Yo, well, wouldn't that be a thing? Yeah. Shouts out to Canada. Shouts out to Arcadia. This beat is a real Arcadia type beat. You know, if I was going to say this beat sounded like a country, it would be Arcadia. I don't know if you ever heard Storyteller, but like that was like a cassette tape thing back in the day in like the 80s. I used to read it. You like get a book of stories and a cassette, like a magazine of stories and a cassette, you know? And it had these stories, and one of them was this kid called Albert in Arcadia. And the music for Albert in Arcadia kind of reminds me of this vibe. That's what I was trying to conduit, I think. Hey. Time for the international high five. You better cock back, baby. Cock back! I got a gun sound now. Yo, life is so much better when you got a gun sound on your soundboard.
It's done. It's good.
Cock back, aim for the brain. Come on, baby, let's get it together. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Sauce. That was good. That was good, baby. That was a good one. Albert in Arcadia. What? Oh, it's Aldo, not Albert. Aldo in Arcadia. Why didn't anyone tell me? There we go. Let's see if we can check it out. Is this gonna come up? Let's try. Hey. Is this it?
Aldo in Arcadia.
Oh my goodness. Hey. Yo, this is epic. That's it. That was it. That's all. I had that vibe. And that was it. Try again. Storyteller. Vibes. Hey.
Aldo
Swag.
in Arcadia.
Hey. Swag. Ooh. Hey. Okay, that was that. Shouts out to Aldo. Aldo was cleaning one of the windows of his little cottage. Yeah, he was. Alright, let me get back on track here. Yeah. Yo, we got a caller. Shit, we got a caller, baby. Okay, caller. Let's see if we can let you in, caller. 1, 2, hey, I got unlimited minutes on Zoom now, baby. We're balling. We're balling out of control. You know, we're balling out of park. What up? Where is guest at? We got a guest in the house. Hey, look at this. Look at this excellent guest with a cool Zoom backdrop. Yo, we got guests in the house with cool Zoom backdrops. Hold tight. Hey, look at this. Yo, what's cracking, baby? Is that you there? Hello? I'm
here.
Hey, there you are. Woo! Hey, he's in. What up, baby? What's cracking? Look, it's Digby. It's Digby Creston.
It's a duck.
It's
a duck.
What up, duck? Oh, shoot. It's the many named Tiny in Ausland.
Yeah, small in Australia. I figured that.
You don't even look small.
Some people are big in Japan, but I'm small in Australia.
Oh, now it all makes so much sense. Now it all makes so much sense, Digby.
Yeah. I thought
Digby
it was going to
McDuck.
be funny, and then after a little while, I was like, it's not actually that funny. Maybe I want to change my name, but then everyone knew me as
small in Australia, because you changed your name to what was it? You changed your name to? I can't remember now.
Internet gas.
That was it. Yeah, I don't like that because gas makes me think of like flatulence. I didn't like associating you with flatulence because I like you. You know.
True.
So small in Australia is better.
Yeah, maybe it fits. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, yo, wonderful to have you here. How are you feeling tonight, baby?
I'm feeling brilliant. Yeah, it's midday here. I'm looking a little bit tired because I was up till 4 a.m. watching the stream. And then I had a little bit of a nap, and I jumped back on.
Is that what you did? So what you was regulating the vibes over on Twitch, and then you went and had a nap.
That's it.
And look at you, you got a suit jacket on.
Yeah, well, I figured if I'm going to be with such exquisite company, I better be wearing exquisite threads. And you're looking quite well yourself, man.
We did the same thing, right? We had the same brilliant idea, you know.
That's true.
Regulators.
Regulators.
Mount Up, what a beautiful backdrop you've got for us as well.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's a duck swimming in the water, as you can see.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was so happy when I was able to put that in the new Alan Watts album.
Oh, I got so excited. I was just like, I was sitting at my bed, and I was listening to it, and then I was just really just vibing out with it. And then next thing you know, I heard like the duck, the soundtrack, and then it just filled me with so much happiness. And so yeah, I love that so much.
Me too. I mean, I couldn't believe that he said it. I couldn't believe I got to a point in the making of that record. I was like, wait, he's talking about ducks swimming in the water, and I can just swap out that sample. What the hell? So many wonderful gifts.
So awesome. Yeah.
So many beautiful gifts in the making of this thing, and doing, because I was still making that when this all started. I finished that here. I was yeeted out the studio. You know, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool with the album. Like I feel like, did you make it in sequential order? Because I can always like looking at it, I can almost see like I can think about like the days that you were actually making some of those songs.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a timeline. It's like a memory to the past.
Yeah, it is exactly that.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's sick. Thank you for being here, brother. Do you have a request? I'm going to play you a song.
Well, it'd have to be all the ducks are swimming in the water, and I want to see all those duck emojis being dropped like crazy.
Yeah. I had a feeling you were going to say that, and still I didn't get ahead of time and rack it up in advance. I really should have. Why did I not rack it in advance? No, but it's there. It's easy. How many times have we played this record on stream, I wonder?
Not enough.
Not enough. I think you're right. We've remixed it a lot of times. Do any of them stick out for you, so to speak?
Ooh. Have we? I think that is there only the one version? I'm not sure.
Well, it's in. I've dropped it.
I need to find this, yeah.
Whenever I've been doing, I'll be doing a synthwave set, or I'm doing a.
Yeah.
I always sneak in that duck in it in the Future Funk ones. I've done it so many times. That duck has come quacking in on the back of so many other records.
I've lost track, but if anyone's keen, I would love to hear like a whole compilation of them.
Lost track, lost quack.
Can properly decide.
Yo, I should say, before we play your song, we should. Anyone got any questions for our Australian friend? I know people are proud of you. I can see they're proud of you. Andrew Komaromi says you're the man, Small, in Australia. That's what he said to you. You're the man.
Whoa, jeez. I mean, I saw Andrew Komaromi before, and I think he's the man, actually.
He is the man. He definitely is the man. Derna 1804 says, duck, 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 I made it. Duck, duck, duck.
That's very smart. That's wise.
That's smart and wise. Grey Flower says, you classy duck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
basically...
appreciate you, Grey Flower. I enjoy all the ducks and the stuff that you're dropping for us. And it's always like before the streams, you just enter in there and it's just always Grey Flower just going duck, 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 duck. That's beautiful.
It is a wonderful thing. I always wondered what you would be called, you know. I figured you would name yourselves, and lo you did, and that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. YouTube Hero Alex says, love you, buddy. Check your mailbox. Yeah.
Oh, what a legend.
So Andrew Komaromi's got a question for you, Small, in Australia, and it's a pretty good one. He says, how did you find the wave?
I was actually thinking about that, and I have no idea. It's just one of those things, like, it just happens, and like I'm always kind of like just hanging out like on Spotify and YouTube and stuff and seeing what's going on, and for some reason, I found it. I have to go through my history, but like I sort of was listening to some stuff, and all of the sort of like JP stuff was coming up, and then watched a bit of that, and it must have at some point transitioned straight into the into your sort of work.
So you reckon it was a Spotify algorithm?
Could have been,
or a YouTube, one of those robots.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Shouts out to the algorithms all day long, baby.
When they used to be smart.
Yeah. We were talking about it earlier. Who was I talking with? Maybe it was Quentin Experiment. Well, no, it was Adam Friended, wasn't it? And just the algorithms were completely different in 2016, 2017, around 2017, 2018. 2017, 2018, it was a completely different robot.
Yeah, now it just, every time like I leave it off, I just end up on some just strange news site just telling me some absolute rubbish, and you just have to just sprint and just quickly shut that down before that gets into your mind.
Yeah, it's weird. I did a test a couple months ago, and it would take two tracks to lead me to Billie Eilish to Bylash. Every time I just kept going to Bylash. I'd start on you start on like a Minecraft rap song, and then within 2-3 you get to Billie Bylash. You're like, what?
Oh, it's classic.
Obviously, I don't want Bylash. I want Minecraft rap. What is wrong with you?
That's true. Yeah.
It's a travesty, by Jove. But it's okay, because we're all here together now, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the video bits you've been sending. They're all really good. You're choosing some very good loops and things.
You're more than welcome, mate. Thank you so much for all the work you do, man. It's a real inspiration, and I really love all the work you're doing, and it's been extraordinarily helpful for me.
That's ill. That's an honor, brother. I'm honored to be of use in your life, and I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. This one's for you. And it's for the rest of you, ducks. Regulators! Bup, bup, bup. Quack, quack. Get after it, baby. Blah, blah.
Get after it.
Ducks are swimming in the
All
the ducks are swimming in the water. All the ducks are swimming in the water. All the ducks are swimming in the water. All the ducks are swimming in the water. All the ducks
ducks are swimming in the
Quack, quack, baby. Splash, splash.
Ducks are swimming in the water. All the 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 ducks are swimming in the water.
Akira.
Oh shit, baby. Oh boy. That was epic. Oi. Damn, baby, how you feeling out there? Yo, I'm gonna open up the, we opened up the phone lines, I'm gonna open up the floor. Let me know what you wanna hear. Let me know what you wanna hear. Let me know in the chat what you wanna hear. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna act accordingly. This is your show, baby. Smash that like. Smash that like, tweet a link, all that business. We're here till midnight. We got 2 hours left and how many minutes? My math is, I'm not doing the math, man. 18. 2 hours and 18 minutes, baby. DS20 is calibrated. Calibrated. Becoming Sentient says, has the sound even been played yet? No, it has not. What just happened? Did the light just change in here? Did my brain just break? Was there just a deja vu? Something just happened. Did you guys see anything happen then? Man, I'm freaking out. I've been standing here too long. The sound of the waves need no translation. Is that the one you mean or the other one? No, that's the sound of the rain. I'm going crazy. Alright, let's get it. Sound of the waves. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Hey, hey. Yeah. Sound of the waves is my request. Becoming Sentient. Well, you've got it, baby. Yo, you remember that time XXX Tentacion ripped this off? Jesus.
There's a myth. There is in the beginning the divine bird which lays the egg of the world. And the egg splits. And the upper is the heavens and the lower is the earth. So when the worlds are manifested, the Lord breathing out says, hum. And when the worlds are withdrawn, the breath comes back. The worlds are manifested. The Lord breathing out says, hum. And when the worlds are withdrawn, the breath comes back. But if you say hung, sa, hung, sa, hung, sa, hung, it becomes sa, hung. Sa. Sa. That means, sa means that, the truth, I am that. Imagine, when we get to the final in which the world is blown up.
Hey, what's cracking, baby?
Countdown.
Boom.
This is the end.
That was spooky. That was spooky.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sound of the waves. Sound of the waves. Sound of the waves. Yo, sound of the waves. Yo, sound of the waves. Yo, sound of the waves. Sound of the waves. Sound of the waves.
What are you listening to?
Sound of the waves.
And you can sit and listen to the little waves on the seashore. And you'll get back here into this kind of thinking and you're hearing the ocean of the universe going.
Hey.
And that's your breathing too. It's all one rhythm. So it may be that every star was once a planet populated by intelligent people who found out about the fundamental energy of the universe, blew themselves up. And as they blew up, they scattered all kinds of stuff out which became little planets. Which in a long time, life started all over again.
Hey.
Sound of the wave. 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 Hey. Sound of the wave. Sound of the wave. Sound of the wave. Sound of the wave.
Yo, welcome back, baby. Welcome back, everyone. Internet's back on.
What are you listening to?
What are you listening to? What are you listening to? Yo, this was another request. That one was a request, and I want to shout out you guys for requesting. I can't remember who it was for. I'm sorry. Shouts out to One Slick Mama. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you, Diminished Seventh and One Slick Mama, going back to back on the super chats. Like, geez, you guys, bless you guys. Look at you. Pizio Cat said, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is, and I fully agree. You know. Shouts out to everyone who's locked in. I'm gonna play that second request I saw somebody say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 where is it? Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, the Zoom got taken out, so that call-in link will no longer work. I don't know what happened there, though. It's so weird. You saw it, right? The lights kind of went flickery a couple of times. Then the internet just disappeared. And now I'm looking out the window, and it's really dark out there. It looks like a lot of lights have gone out in Los Angeles.
When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. Not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. So none of them can hurt me. No one can implicate me in ugliness, nor can I feel angry at my relative or hate him. We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, other and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on it, these are obstructions. Yo, discard your thirst for books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Whatever this is that I am, it is flesh, a little spirit, and intelligence. Yeah. Throw away your books. Stop letting yourself be distracted. That is not allowed. Instead, as if you were dying right now, despise your flesh, a mess of blood, pieces of bone, a woven tangle of nerves, veins, arteries. Hey. Consider what the spirit is, air, and never the same air, but vomited out and gulped in again every instant. Finally,
the intelligence.
Think of it this way: you're an old man. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate and the present, to mistrust the future. What is divine is full of providence. Even chance is not divorced from nature, from the inweaving and infolding of things governed by providence. Everything proceeds from it. And then there is necessity and the needs of the whole world, of which you are a part. Whatever the nature of the whole does, and whatever serves to maintain it, is good for every part of nature. The world is maintained by change, in the elements and in the things they compose. That should be enough for you. Treat it as an axiom. Treat it as an axiom. Yo, discard your thirst for books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your vows for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing. You get to have a whole day, hey, oh, what a glorious thing. Waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing. Get to have a whole yeah, yeah, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your past for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart.
Remember how long you've been putting this off? How many extensions the gods gave you and you didn't use them? At some point you have to recognize what world it is that you belong to. What power rules it and from what source you spring. That there's a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and will never return.
Make some noise for yourself. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, how you doing out there? How you doing out there? We didn't get yeeted. It's pretty weird, guys. It's pretty weird. The lack of lights across Los Angeles. I wonder what's going on. What a time to be alive. Well, for now, we're here. We are still here for now. And we've just got 2 hours to go. 2 hours and 4 minutes, I believe it is, till the close of this campaign. So how's about we check in on that campaign and see how we're going? You know, let's do that. And, yeah. Oh, I can do... Well, you see, you like this now. This is definitely an incremental improvement, adding this little camera down here. That's definite incremental improvement, because now, like, you can see both things happening at once. And now we can see the moment of truth. Did we maneuver? Have we moved? Have we got anywhere? How are we doing? Ha! Yeah, baby! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Ooh. Yo. You see that saying, 19100. We're $900 away from Wattswave 2K. $900 away from Wattswave 2K. That's crazy town. That's crazy town. That's crazy town, baby. Hey. Put it in a pot. Watch it steam. Watch it brew. Damn. What a time to be alive. Shouts out to you guys. Shouts out to everybody locked in. Ooh. Yo, sick. Okay, let's get another request in. You know, what were you all asking for? Let me see my stream. Ooh. Man. I hope they don't. I hope all the electric in LA stays on. I hope it stays on. There's so many. Why are there so many helicopters? God's sake. Lex Weisbaum says, somewhere on this planet Goku has been fighting Cell all day and all we feel are the earthquakes and thunderstorms. Yeah, right? Hey, what up, Cassandra? Cassandra says, request to hear Akira the Don's favorite song. Holy shit. Bloody hell. What a question. Bloody hell, what a question. Oh God. I don't have a favorite song. I got so many favorite songs. So many. So many. God, I wouldn't know where to start. Isn't that weird? It's because I love music so much, baby. I love so many songs. You know, have you ever heard this one? This is a good one. yeah. Hey. Take me out tonight. Take me where there was a case people were so young and alive. Yeah. Driving in your car, I never want to go home. Pick up and don't want to light it up anymore. Take me out tonight, 'cause I want to see people and I want to see life. Driving in your car, please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home and I welcome no more. Alright, hands in the air, baby. Yo! And if a double decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side, heavenly way to die. Why is my wife laughing at me? What is your problem? Kills the thought of the world, to die by your side, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Alright, wife wants that off, I guess. Kills. Done. Fine. Fine, we won't have that record. Somebody was requesting a great record. A really great record. Which I cannot find now. Someone was asking for Leonard Cohen. There you go. I spells it, the word 1,000. I was searching for the number 1,000. Hey. Yo, this goes out for you, baby.
Don't matter if the road is long, don't matter if it's steep, don't matter if the moon is gone and the darkness is complete, don't matter if we lose our way, it's written that we'll meet. At least that's what I heard you say, 1,000 kisses deep. I loved you when you opened like a lily to the heat. You see, I'm just another snowman, standing in the rain and sleet, who loved you with his frozen love, his second-hand physique. With all he is and all he was, 1,000 kisses deep. To me, I know you had to cheat. You learned it on your father's knee and at your mother's feet. But did you have to fight your way across the burning street when all our vital interests lay 1,000 kisses deep? I'm turning tricks, I'm getting fixed, I'm back on Boogie Street. I'd like to quit the business, but I'm in it, so to speak. The thought of you is peaceful, and the file on you complete, except what I forgot to do, 1,000 kisses deep. and strong, don't matter if you're weak. Don't matter if you write a song, the nightingales repeat. Don't matter if it's 9 to 5 or timeless and unique. You ditch your life to stay alive, 1,000 kisses deep. The ponies run, the girls are young, the odds are there to beat. You win a while and then it's your little winning streak. And summon now to deal with your invincible defeat. You live your life as if it's real, 1,000 kisses deep. Voices in the wine, who sometimes did me seek. The band is playing Old Lang Syne, but the heart will not retreat. There's no forsaking what you love, no existential leap, as witnessed here in time and blood, 1,000 kisses deep.
Yo. Who requested that? Whose amazing idea was that, huh? Who was it? Who was it? I would like to thank you for requesting that wonderful record. That I'm very lucky to have been a part of conduiting into the world. Leonard Cohen there. Yeah. Do things that are delightful to you, baby. And that was delightful to me to do. It was truly delightful to do. Shouts out to everyone locked in. Shouts out to everyone supporting. Welcome Artius to level 1. Welcome to the wave, Artius. It's a privilege and a joy to have you here. Thank you, Mike B, for the $50 super chat. That was very generous of you. There's no place better than right here, right now. You are dead brill. Thanks for the constant inspiration. Vibe regulator. Nice. Thank you, brother. Shouts out to everyone listening. Feel free to keep dropping requests. I'm kind of deciding whether I should, oh God. Yo, my apologies. I've been here for, how long now? 12, 13, 14, 7, 16 hours or something? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. I was trying to work out what kind of DJ set I wanted to play. I wanted to play a DJ set, a really joyful one, you know? Let me know what kind of vibes you want. Yeah, you know the vibes. There's so many vibes. Let me know what sort of vibes you want to hear, and we'll make it happen. Yeah? Lex Wisebound said that was a perfect fade out. Thank you. You know, one of the things I really like that you don't hear that often in records these days is a really long, good fade out. I love a really long, good fade out, you know? YouTube Hero Alex wants Future Funk. That's a good idea. YouTube Hero Alex, you're a genius. You know what? That's a good idea, because it's impossible to not be entirely energized when you're playing Future Funk. You know, and it's like, I could have been DJing for 3 days with no sleep or that, and Future Funk would make you, yeah, you're a genius. Shouts out to YouTube Hero Alex. Make some noise for YouTube Hero Alex. Yeah, what a guy. Yo. Do things that I delight with you. Do things that I delight with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Wattswave, that's from Wattswave 6, the Web Life Part 2. Now, baby, and this is your last opportunity to get Wattswave vinyl right now. The campaign closes at midnight. Midnight, that's 1 hour and 50 minutes you got left to back this campaign, and make sure you get your vinyl, baby. That's just the facts. Ain't nothing I can do about it now. All I can do is regulate these vibes accordingly.